Hey y'all, hey. So I was thinking, it don't make sense to show you how to do a mitten box without showing you how to do a toboggan box, right? So let's go and get into it.
A journey through time.
Welcome to A Journey Through Time. I am your girl, Wendy. If you're oldie but goodie, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. So in today's video, we're going to make a toboggan box, okay? For the upcoming season, holidays, and you can use it for any time, any occasions, for anyone, all right? We made the mitten box yesterday, and I'm like, why are you gonna make a mitten box and not show them how to do the hat? That don't make no sense. So that's what we're gonna do. So first things you need is to get you some cardboard. Now you can get any kind of cardboard, okay? There ain't no certain cardboard. Cardboard is cardboard. If you got some laying around the house and you think it'll fit, use it. Y'all know I'm always getting Hobby Lobby stuff, right? But they should give you some type of affiliate link or something, cause I'm forever saying Hobby Lobby on stuff. But anyway, get you some type of cardboard. It could be a box out the closet or whatever, anything you got laying around, the packages may came in. Alright, so get that. And then get you some fabric because, toboggans are, of course, warm and cozy. I'm gonna use this fabric right here. I just bought a yard of it from Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna use all of that on something because that fabric, that 1 yard was $10. But I wanted that fluffy feel. And I got some balls because we're gonna put a ball on ours. Okay. A 6-pack for $4.49. Got these from Hobby Lobby too. And I think that's it. If you're gonna do a window box, or should I say a window hat, which that's what we're gonna do. You gotta have that, blank stencil sheet paper, which I don't see it right now, but I will bring it out when it's time to bring it out. Oh, here it is. You're gonna need some of this right here if you're gonna make a see-through window for it. Okay. You're also gonna need you some type of ribbon, to close your box up with, unless you have other plans on how you want to do it. All right. Okay. This here, it will be linked in the description below. All right. Now, they got uncovered all of that. Let's get on into this hat. Toboggan, should I say. So, I was making several little shapes of mine, right? So this is one that I came up with, and I put the groove in it. Just like this. All right. But, I'm gonna go on and zoom y'all in so we can really get into this. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure y'all can tell these are definitely freestyle just because of how weird they look. But you can grab a toboggan from anywhere. Like this one right here, I got from where I get it from, Family Dollar. It's marked down to reduced to $2. I did a haul on some of these things. I paid $2 and $1 for a lot of these. And in order to see that video, you'll have to go over there to my other video, the other side of my journey. The link is also in the description below if you want to go over there and check that out. Okay, so you could take a regular hat, just like this right here, all right, and trace around it to get you started. All right, you can take your pen or pencil and trace all the way around. Leave your hat out, leave your little ball out of it, okay? And there you go. Now, what's the difference between this and this? Besides the fact that I did this one. Okay, you see this right here where the fold is? That's what this is. I put these little cuts in here to do my fold. All right. So I know where it's going to be folded at. If you look on this side of this box, I have a line right here. This is the fold part of the box. So once you draw this out like this is how I started out. I drew it out on here just like that. except I put these little creases in where I seen these folds. So after I seen how I did that, I liked it, but I didn't like it. Okay. So number one, we can't make this has to be straight in order if we decide we want our box to stand up straight on our table. If we want them to lay down, then that's fine. But if you want them to stand up, you're going to need this to be straight. All right. This right here has this little crease in it because I want to put a separation right here. Okay. So that's the reason for that. If you don't want a separation in your hat, you don't have to put the line in there and go through this next step that I'm about to show you. So once you've traced your hat, right? Now you make your hat as big as you need it to be for your gifts. I don't even know what I'm going to put in these yet, but this is a big one. This is a medium sized one. And this is a small one, which I will not use it because I don't like the way it looks. So we're going to work with just these two. Okay. So the next thing you need to do, once you done drew it out and put it on the cardboard and cut it out, if you decide to go this route with the little squares on the side, the line from here to here on this one is 4 inches. Okay. 4 inches high. Ain't no line here, but this is really supposed to be like 4.5. It's a little over. Okay. So this is what I'm doing with mine. We're turning over the side so you can see it better. So I'm making a 3-inch high divider. Okay. I want this divider to be right here, in between here and here, on here. So if you decide you want a divider, then measure your hat from one cut to the other. Mine is almost 1.5 on that one. I mean, not 1.5. Mine is 12 inches on here, and this one over here is 11.5. Okay. So you can do it that way. You can measure it out, your board out. Like this one here is 12 inches. And I just said this one is 12 inches. So I could take this one here and glue it right here to this right here. All right. And I can use this. Now we can definitely double up on this if you need it to be stronger. So you just glue 2 of these together to make it stronger. Just put one on top of each other. I think that's a little short, right? No, it ain't. Just like that. And then glue it on just like that. Which I advise you to do that if you decide to do it. Okay, so over here, I can go 1.5 inches, 11.5. I don't know why I keep saying 1. 11.5 inches on this one. So I'm going to grab me a piece of cardboard. Y'all, okay. Okay, see? So it bumps up to it nicely. I'm going to make 2 of these. So I'm just going to bump it up against here again. You see, it ain't all that straight either. But it'll be okay. I'm going to cut me out the second piece. All right. So now we have our 2 pieces for both sides, for both of these. Okay. So now what we need to do is get our board right to go all the way around these, right? So I want this is 3 inches high. So I want this here, my surrounding circumference to be 3 inches high as well. All right. I do have one already cut just like this here. So, but what you would do is the same thing. Take your ruler, bump it up to your cardboard. All right. And mark out your 3 inches. Oops. I don't know what I just knocked over. Mark out your 3-inch mark. All right. And make you, if you're only doing one of these, then make 2 of these. Make 2 3-inch strips because one is not going to be enough to go around the whole entire, hat. You're not going to use all of it, but if you make more than one hat, you'll use like 1.5 strips, and then you'll use the other half, 1.5 on another one. And I think these boards are 36 inches in. If you turn it this way, it's in length. $36 I think it is. Anyway, I could be telling y'all that wrong. I apologize if I'm telling you wrong. If I find the paper, I'll tell you. And I just found it. 36 by 48. See how things work out. Okay, I'm going to cut this out. Have one right here. So since I'm doing 2, I need to do at least one more. So what I'm going to do is just bump this up against it. Just like this. Okay. Get that one cut out real quick. And they did. Yeah. Okay. I'll take this little piece off because I'm going to save this. This could definitely be used, and this, for something else. Okay. So now, what you should have, if you're just doing one, move that aside. You should have this bottom piece, right? Also, you should have your centerpiece. And a couple of strips, right? You need one more bottom piece because we like to put a bottom up under our hat. Remember? So we're going to do that real quick. I don't know about quick, but we're going to do that. Lay your board down. Find you a good area to trace out your hat. I'm going to use this end down here. I'm going to bump the end up to the end of the board. Okay. That's for that one. I'm going to do the same for this one as well. I'm going to bump it close so I can save that edge of the board for something else. All right. Okay. So now we're going to put the siding on. So I went on and did the first one. All right. Off camera. So you guys don't have to wait for me to do 2. So now I'm going to show you how we're going to do this one. And this was what was left from that. So that's what I mean by a strip and a half if you're doing 2 of them. Okay. So start at the bottom of your hat. Decide which side you want on the inside, whether it's the white or the cardboard. Okay. And then bump it up like this here up against your white. So you can see up against the white, just like this. And, is this my good pen? All right. When you get to the edge, I think I did this already. Yeah. When you get to the edge, you mark right here where your turn is on this hat, right? So I didn't mark on this side. I marked on this side since the white is on the inside of mine. So you mark on the opposite side. So I'm going to leave a little hangover over there. So what I did was I put a mark right here. Then I put a line and I spliced it. And the reason for that is so when I flip it back over on this side and bump it up here, I got my turn. See how it's already turning? Okay. So now I'm going to flip it over again. You can do all your markings now if you want. So I'll go all the way up here. This one's kind of cut off a little bit, but we're going to still make it work. Okay, so then you go by wherever your marking is right here and you draw a line again. That's my cut for that. So when it goes inside, flip it back over again. So boom, go all the way up and it should be able to turn in like this because you done cut it right there. You spliced it right here so it could turn. Okay. So once it turns in, you want to put another cut right here in this crease right here. I don't even think I have a cut in that crease. Well, it is one in there. You just can't see it. So I'm going to put another slice right there. And so what I'm doing, so when I get ready to put this in here, it should go in here like this, basically. Now, if you don't want to put the splice in it, you can bend your cardboard the way you want it to make it do that. And then stick it in there like that. Okay, instead of doing all that splicing. And then come around. I suggest you still do your corner. Okay. But you could do it just like this here. And you see it's in there neatly. So now all you got to do, you need a mark right here because this is where your turn is going to be at. Of course, I would mark on this side. Okay. And then you splice it, which mine is already spliced. And now you can go all the way around. And it will look neat. If y'all get what I'm saying. That make any sense? Now, if you don't want this little groove in here, you can disregard this whole thing. You can bump your strip up, make a splice right here in the corner, turn it, and go all the way around to the other side. Just that easy. You don't have to do this extra thing. This is only if you're going to have a separation between the two boxes, between the cap and the top and the bottom. I'm sorry. So now that I've done that, this is ready to go. And we're going to go ahead on and glue this part down first. Okay. So you see it's still trying to stay on. I'm just going to go ahead on and run some glue down the bottom of this because it's going to be bumped to the outside of it. All right. So take it. Now see me bumping it all the way here. I'm going to sit it down somewhere and let it flat. And I'm just pressing it, making sure that it bumps all the way around like I want it to. Now it is not sitting on top of this. It's bumped up against this. I'll hold it there for a few minutes. I add a little bit more glue right here. So once it's bumped the way I want it and it looks like it's going to stay, then you can go on and keep on going. I'm going to turn mine around like this so I can see. I'm pretty sure it's stuck to the cardboard. Now, I'm going to turn it upside down so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to see if I can bring y'all around so you can see what I'm doing. Can y'all see this? And this. So all I'm going to do is put some glue right here. And I'm going to go ahead on and put some glue on this right here too. So I don't have such a hard time with it. Okay. I'm going to lay it back down. I'm going to bump it up. Going to turn it on out the way I need it to be coming out. Okay. Like that. And I'm going to push it in. So tame it to go the way you want it to go. You're the boss. And then just hold it right here. Okay, once it's in there like you want it, now you can go on around and glue the rest of it down. Make sure you're heavy with the glue. Okay. I like to roll it around, but I also like to come and look at the back to make sure that it's doing what I need it to do back here. Okay, once it's dry, just keep going on around. All the way around. I want to go and put my centerpiece in. I want to bump up against each other like this here. And I want to bump it up against that wall over there on that side and let it sit over here until I'm ready for the other piece to come, which we'll be putting in just a minute. Okay. So First things first, go on and glue these two pieces here together. That's if you decide to do the separation of the hat. And just press that together, just like that. Make sure that they're even. And then, if you have any cleanup, gonna clean it off. Just like that. Just clean it off. Now, it's gonna be much higher than what it's supposed to be, only because it's on this here. So that means now we gotta cut it down a little bit, because we want it to be even and flush. Even that one seemed like it needs to be cut down some more. I'm gonna cut it down just a little bit and see if this works. And I'm just winging it. Okay. Put that little piece off. I kind of like how this is tapered. I might have to keep that for the top. Okay, so see, now it's like almost flushed up against here. So it should be the same over here on this side. But I'm gonna put this side up, I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna use this side. I know y'all like, why are you gonna use the raggedy side? Because this is nice and flat, and I wanna make sure that it sticks to it. So, get some glue. I want to put some glue up against, can y'all see this? Yeah, okay, good. Put some glue up against this part right here, because you know you're going to bump it up to that part. And put some glue at the bottom. All the way across, please. Hold on. There we go. Run some glue all the way across. Just like that. And add a little bit more right here, just in case it dried. And I won't move it fast enough. So then just bump it up against it, just like that. You can take your hand and press it in on this side and apply some pressure. Now, if you know you're going to put something really, really heavy in here, then you're going to have to put some more brace on this, like insert another one, half and half. But if you're not going to be doing a whole lot of weight in it, then it's fine and you don't have to do that. Me, myself, I will not be putting nothing too heavy in here. I'm pushing it down as hard as I can. That's why it's shaking. Okay. So now I can continue putting the rest of the cardboard on. So again, I'm going to stick it up here up against this one. Remember how I showed you how you could guide it? You can also take, if you don't want to do the splicing, just bend it in there a little bit where it will turn. Just splicing seems to make it easier sometimes if you can get it in there. Let's see. Trying to see if I can do the turn like I'm telling y'all. See, I'm struggling. So I'm going to just do a little bit of a splice right here where I know it's turning. Bend. And then it just goes in a whole lot easier for me that way. This way, I know for a fact it's in there. All right. Before I even bump it up over here. Now I need another slice right here on this side of it. So while I'm holding it, I'll probably just take it and slice it just like this. Now that I see where it's at. Okay. Then, so now I can pinch this like we just did. Except this time I can pinch it because I have those little splices in there. And you see how it just fits in there like a glove? And you should still be able to wrap it around. Okay. So in this case, go ahead on and put the glue on your little cardboard piece and on this too. Okay. First, before doing anything else. And go on and push it on in there. And add some pressure to make it stay. So once that feels like it's dry, then we can continue. And I'm going to glue this side down first. Bump it to the walls. And hold it there. While I'm holding it, I'm trying to see how much. Okay. So I think I'm just going to let this part overlap on here. That will be fine. So before it completely dries, let me go and put some glue right here. Close this on up. Okay. Stick it all back together again and hold it. So we'll come down here on this end. Measure out how much we need. Y'all could do one or two things. You could overlap it around again if you wanted to. Let's see how far mine would go first before I decide to do that or not. Oh, let go. Okay. So let me see. Because if it goes around good enough, I'll leave it on here. But if it doesn't, oh yeah, it actually goes around good. So I'm going to leave it on here. Normally I will cut this off, but because it went around so nicely, I'm just going to leave it on here. So you could do one of the two if if you run into the same thing. So first things first, flip it over, add me some glue right here. Okay, this is for the edge first. No, it's not enough of glue. I'm gonna get ready to add some more. I'm gonna add some more glue right here. And I'm gonna run it down the seam right here as well. Real heavy. Make sure that it does what I need it to do. Lay it flat. Just press it up against there. And hold it. Now, I'm gonna keep holding that. But I'm gonna go ahead on and run some glue down here because I've already decided that I want to keep it like this. Put it on the whole thing. So I might as well go on and get it ready. So while I'm holding it, I'm going to bump it on up against it. Okay. Just like that. all the way to the end. Now, another great thing about this here groove part is this is where you can bring your ribbon up and tie it. You know what I'm saying? You have a groove area that you can work with. Mine's bigger on one side than the other, but that's fine. It still does what it's supposed to do. So now, as I'm looking at this here, I'm thinking, the piece that I cut off, thinking about covering it with just the regular white first. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. You could change this up and put some paper on it or whatever you choose to do on it. But this is what I'm gonna do for this piece. So the extra that was on here that didn't need to be because it was too high. It's about to be high again because I'm about to cover it up. All right, let's revisit this again. Let's see. We'll put just a little glue right here first. This little paper that we tore off the box. Ooh, hot. See? It's sticking now. It was my glue gun. Just press it down a little bit right here. From the cardboard box that I pulled off to cover that up. And it works like a charm. Y'all see that? Okay. I have another piece right here. I think I'm gonna put on the other one. I need to put another little piece of paper here too, so let me see something. Not that you're gonna really see that, but I know it's there. So I'm gonna take and see if I can pull some more of this paper off this cardboard. Like I just did. Might not be as easy as the first one was, but hey, there we go. Just enough to do what I need to do. And that's to cover up that little edge right there. Right? So I'm just going to take this oversized piece and lay it right there. I'm going to press it down. Once I feel like it's on good, I'll cut the extras off. All right. That's good enough for me. There's always a way to make something work. This is easier than the mitt for me. I don't know why. And it could be just because of the gun itself, the glue gun. Okay, you take this, right? And just trace around it. Even in your grooves, get the whole thing in there. Kind of like that. All right, and then cut it out. but that's fine. Okay. Put it on top. And what I'm trying to do actually is, there we go. Trying to find those grooves. That's what I want, the groove. Okay. And I'm pushing the rest down so I can see if there's something I need to cut off. Right now, it looks like right here, I have to cut a little bit off right here. And a little bit at the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to just taper this in like that. Just like that. Now we have a lid that's big enough for the top of the box. So 1.5 is what I had did the other one. So we're going to put it right here. This is not the pen. Right here. And if you want it to be thinner, you can do it thinner. You know, it's really up to you. We're only doing this here so you can have the little window in it, which is what I love. Okay. I'll put one right here. So again, just draw your little sketch line all the way around. Just make it look right to you. Okay. So over here, that don't look right. So I'm going to put a little line dot right here. So I must have missed something somewhere with the measuring, but you can tell once you start making your circle around. Okay. Kind of like that. So this can be cut out. Once you got it looking the way you want it to look, you can cut that out. Make a line a little above this. So where I told you guys to cut out 2 of these and you got that little bar across, don't do this bar. Okay. I did the bar and it does not look right because it covers up too much of your window when you're trying to put stuff in your box. So now when you do it, still trace over your box like you did. You trace over it and you cut it out, right? So when you cut this part of it out, when you go on the inside, you know, I always tell you to cut around, and then a line right here where that line is, disregard. Cut all the way around. Okay, so you can have all this as a window space instead. Okay, everything else is exactly the same, but this is the only thing that I changed. All right, so you could just have a bigger space in your window, your hat box. You need 2 of these. So basically right here, I am cutting out the correct 2 pieces that you need for your hat box. Okay. I'm using a regular cardboard on one so you can see that you can use regular cardboard instead of, you know, going to go buy the cardboard from Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby. So I'm just cutting out the shape, and this is what I mean right here is that you don't have to go that other route and cut that bar in the middle. You could just cut this one dome in the middle, see-through, where you'll be able to have a big window for your hat box. And you only need 2. I'm debating if I want to start with the box first or do I want to start with the top first. let's go on and do the box. Okay, so you're gonna cut you out a strip, all right, of whatever it is you want to put on yours. I would say something fluffy. All right. Now, you know, we're going to put a ball up here at the top of it right here, right? We'll go get the ball. Okay. We want to put a ball at the top of our hat. So, get one out. And, of course, I want us to wrap the ball. I didn't actually cut this for the ball. I cut it for the box. So, give me 1 second. Okay, I got a piece for the ball now. Hoping I cut enough off. Let me get some of the shedded hair off, because if I don't, it's going to be all over the place. And I definitely don't want that. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is going to add some glue to this ball. Everywhere but where my hand is. Okay. I'm not really trying to do it in no fancy way or anything. I'm just trying to make sure that I get it covered. Okay. That's what I'm doing right here. So I'm just squeezing it together. Okay. So now I definitely had enough, probably way too much. So I'm going to cut around it what I feel like I'm not going to need. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to glue these pieces onto the ball. And I'm doing that so I don't cut too much off, because that's easy to do. Okay. Keep going around it. Now, there ain't no certain way to do this, okay? I'm just going with it, going in by ear, playing it by ear, I'm sorry. You see how I'm bringing it in? As I bring it up towards me, up to the front, I'm cutting off all the extra that I see. In hopes that I don't cut off too much, but if I do, I can put it back. Okay. Oh, and continue gluing, adding glue, adding glue. So what I'm trying to do right here is leave an opening, a little bit of an opening that I want to glue to my box. So I don't want all of the fur on it. I want a little opening somewhere. Okay, like that. And see how much is left right here. I'm pretty sure there's an easier way to do this than what I'm doing, but, and also it'd probably been cuter with white fur. Like, you know, how they do the little balls on the toboggans. But we're going to work with what we got. Okay. We're not even going to worry about all that. So I feel like, ooh, this is hot. I feel like this is a little too much. Just a little bit. Trying to get it to lay on that hot glue. I want to lay on my hands. So once I feel like I got it right, I will glue it onto the box. And I really don't feel like I got it right. But, you know, what I'm going to end up doing is sitting it right up on the top of this box. Like this, right? Hey y'all. I'm gonna be crazy. Okay. All right. This is what I was saying. Take it. I'm going to end up gluing it on the top like this here. All right. It's not glued right now. I'm just trying to show you the idea that I'm thinking of. And it's going to require a lot of glue. So I'm going to add a whole lot of glue to the ball first, because I want the ball to stick to the box as well. Find my placement. I feel like that's fine right there. Once I found my placement, it should stay. Okay, and then I'm going to take and glue all the fur that's around it onto the box. Now, if I'd have put this on top of the other fur that I was about to apply, it wouldn't work. Right now, I'm trying to make sure this works. So I'm just applying glue to the fur, and then I'm pushing the fur down into my box. You do not have to buy the balls. What you can do, if you got foil paper at home that you can spare, take the foil paper and ball it up into a knot, a big old ball, and then cover it. There you go. Just trying to give you options, because we all love options. Anyway, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all see that? Not quite dry. I shouldn't be shaking it like that, but yeah. So now that I did that, I'm just going to start here. Okay. I'm going to start at the edge of it, leave a little hangover to hang inside the box. Do y'all see that? Can y'all see it? Let's bring it down. Can y'all see it? I think it's so cute. Okay. So now we got to work on the back, but this is the front part of it. So all we have to do on the back is lay the pieces down and glue them down to the box. That's all you're going to do because you're going to cover this up. Okay. Just like this here. You're just going to glue it down. All right. Front and the sides. We did all that. So now we're going to take that other piece that we said that we needed for the back of this to cover that up. And is this the right one? Hold on. Don't want to mess around and grab the wrong one. Oops. Yeah, so this is the right one. Okay. So you're going to take your back piece. You're going to size it up to the back. And this is how it should look once you get it right. Okay. Once you get it on there, you just stick it on there and glue it onto the back. So the back will look a little bit better than just showing, you know, all this cardboard. Cut out. So you're going to take one of your pieces that's going to be your front piece and you're going to cover it with fur. Okay. Not fur. Material, fabric. You're going to cover it with fabric. So let me get a glue stick. And I'm going to go ahead on and put the glue on the cardboard first. All right. So just go on and put your glue on your cardboard first so you can apply your window. Okay. Then you're going to apply your stencil, which is your window. Press it down. Okay. Once you have it on and you know and feel comfortable about it being on good, then go ahead on. And did I put this on? You're going to cut around it. Okay. Just like this. So you should have trying to get some of the stuff off of it. You should have a clear window just like this. Okay. So as I was showing you guys, I messed around and put it on the wrong one. So what I'm going to do before I put this on my box is cover this up. Back here piece is where we're going to put our fabric on. Okay. So let me go and grab some fabric. All right. So again, we have our window piece in. So I'm going to move that to the side for a sec. And we're going to go ahead on and put our fabric on our other part. All right. So pick your side that you want to put your fabric on and just start applying it. Okay, so I figured out a cool way to do it with the ribbon too, and I'm hoping it works in my favor. So, take and place your ribbon on your box. Put your glue there and place your ribbon where you want it to be. I'm going to put mine right here. Okay. And I'm going to cut the rest, whatever I need on it, and I'm going to cut the rest off. Don't really know how much I need yet, but we're just going to wing it. Okay, so now that I have this ribbon on, I'm not going to put one up at the top. So now I'm going to glue this to this. All right. So I'm just going to take this off. And just add glue here and press them together. So we're just going to just do the bottom right now. Making sure it's where I want it to lay. Let me see. Push it down just a little bit. That's how I'm going to lay that part. And this stuff is so messy. And just go all the way around with it. Okay. Now, if you see something that you don't like, you can go and correct it right now, or you could do it whenever, later, now, whatever works for you. See, a lot of things I don't like, but I'm going to correct it in a little. Right now, I'm just going to show y'all how to do this. Press, 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 press. Keep going all the way around until you've got the whole thing glued down. Down at the bottom. The glue definitely holds it too. Very well. Once you get it in there. And press it down. So once you've done that, what you got to do next is, you see your edges, you can see the cardboard. So you can either use trim or you can use fabric. I'm going to use fabric on that. So it should be cleaned up like this. Then if you got one that sheds like what I have right here, go on and get it all cleaned up. Get your window cleaned up so you can put it on your toboggan. So give me a chance to clean this up and I'll get back to you. All right. So each one of these I did differently as far as the ribbon goes. Okay. So with this one here, I pulled the ribbon. I forgot to do it like I did this one. I don't know why. I pulled the ribbon through here and glued it in here. And then I sliced the ribbon in half. Now the reason for slicing it in half is because we have a ball up here. So I'm going to go around that ball with it. So, let me show you what all I have in this one here. So I have the baby fat hat and I have, a 2026 weekly planner with the cashmere rose body wash and lotion. And then I put, a gray candle, some tea, and then I put a saucer and a little bitty coffee cup, Mr. Coffee, set. And I got that from Hobby Lobby. Actually, they were going for, when they first started selling them, they were $20. It's this right here. I've been utilizing those in a lot of my concepts. So this is one of my inexpensive concepts that I'm going to be having. So that's what's in this one here, and an ink pen. So you can just stick it on here just like this here. And remember, you're still going to do the other method. So as far as putting the bow around your toboggan. But I'm going to go behind it right here, just like this here. And I want to tie it. If I can get it tied. Like that. It's kind of hard to do this without looking, but, and I'm tying it in a really tight, firm, tight tie. And I'm going to do it again. Just like that. So then the other piece that I have right here, I'm going to bring it up. It's right here. Okay. And I'm going to conjoin it with the one that I just did. Okay. So I'm going to just cut this a little bit. Now, each one of these ribbons I did differently. Okay. All of them are different. I promise you. They're not the same. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one here and just go down with it a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to tie it around the same way I just did the first one. I'm going to do this one. Okay. And this time, I'm going to do another knot on the end over here. So I can put a bow on both of these, the top and the bottom. This one here, I think I might just put a little bow on this one as well. And the little extra that I have back here, I'm just going to cut off. Just like that. Okay. And so now it's actually on, believe it or not, it's on. So now all you have to do is just put your decoration on it as far as the kind of bow that you want to wrap from this side to this side. All right. Here are the toboggan hats, the toboggan boxes. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little tired, but yeah. So we have a little baby one right here with what is it? It has a journal in it, a pen, some tea. It has the Mr. Coffee, saucer and little cup in there. And it has a hand cream in it. Okay. And this one is for our fellas. So wait on my table. And this one has the heat sensitive, toboggan. It has a coffee mug that says, All you need is love and coffee. It has 2 pairs of socks in it. It has some Gravity deodorant in it, and it have some coffee on the side of it. And this one right here, which is the one we worked on, together has a baby fat hat, has cashmere rose body wash and lotion. It has a 2026 planner. What else it has? It has 3 teas in it, and it has the Mr. Coffee saucer and cup in it as well. So I know this video is long, but there are steps, much needed steps that you have to take if you want it to come out the way you want it to come out. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I really look forward to seeing you on my next video. Bye for now.